Welcome back to JK Rants and Reviews. I'm John, and this is Caleb, and today we're going to be talking about our most anticipated movies of 2020. We're going to do 5 each. Here we go.
My number 5 is going to be Bill and Ted. I cannot wait. I loved those two movies growing up. I don't care what anybody says. As soon as it was announced, I was all over the bandwagon. I've shared their stuff on my social media. I'm super stoked to see this movie.
My number 5 for most anticipated would be Ghostbusters 2020, and I put that at the bottom because I love Ghostbusters, but I've only seen that little teaser, and I don't know much information about it other than I love Ghostbusters. I like 1, 2. I like the remake, even though it wasn't the quality of 1 and 2, but it was still fun to watch. I own it. But yeah, that's my number 5.
Number 4 for me is Wonder Woman 1984. As much trouble as the DC universe is in, I'm looking forward to this because I really enjoy Wonder Woman. I really enjoyed her character in Batman vs. Superman and in Justice League. And I just hope that this film can continue the positive role that Wonder Woman's had in the DC universe. And please don't. I just don't want it to fail like everything else is there.
I think it'll be fine. I think between Wonder Woman, Shazam, and now we have Aquaman. And if you can make Aquaman work, you can do anything. My number 4 would be Bad Boys for Life. Once again, I haven't seen much on this movie, but I love Martin Lawrence, and who doesn't love Will Smith? I mean, they're fantastic. I'm one of the few people I think that would actually say, and not afraid to say, that I actually prefer Bad Boys 1 over Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2 is more fun to watch, and there's more action, but I actually like the original better. But I cannot wait for the third movie.
I love them both, and I'm super excited. The day they announced it, I was walking around my office going, I found a reason to live.
When
I saw the video posted with Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, I'm like, I know why I have to live for at least another year, and it's that film. And no, that one didn't make my top 5, but it is a movie I will be there opening night.
Yeah, there's a lot of good movies coming in 2020, so even though it's not on the list, we're still excited for some of them.
My number 3 is going to be Ghostbusters. Growing up, I loved the first 2 films. I watched the animated series. There were 2 of them at the time. I watched them both. My brother and I would always wake up early on Saturday mornings, go watch Sonic, go watch Ghostbusters, all that stuff. I had toys, I had the Proton Pack, the Ghost Catcher, I had all of it. I am so looking forward to this. I just really hope it doesn't fall as flat as what we got recent.
So my number 3 is Wonder Woman 1984, or Wonder Woman 84. Super excited. I don't really like it when you go back in time, like same thing with Captain Marvel. I don't like when you go back in time and try to insert something when the timeline has kind of already been but I don't know. We'll see how it happens. I loved Wonder Woman all the way up to that 3rd act. It's still a solid, anyway. It's a great movie for me. So I'm excited to see the 84. It's going to be, I hope it's great, and I hope the DCEU just keeps going up.
My number 2 is also painful to say, and that's Halloween Kills. I feel like they wrote themselves into a corner with Laurie Strode. I feel like we have just, they set out to not remake the same movies, but they're making the same movies, except this time she's just not a sibling. Like that, I will be there. I'm going to see it, and I'm going to complain the whole time.
My number 2 is Top Gun. That trailer is amazing when they're like, dong, and that bell keeps going off nice and slow, and then Tom Cruise doing his thing, and they got the breaking the sound barrier and everything. That trailer, it's just awesome. It's one of the best bromance action movies of all time. 80s, great flick. Oh my goodness. I love it when it's like, you're becoming obsolete, maybe, but not today. It's just crushing it.
So this is the moment. This is the big reveal for our top for the year.
Yeah, I don't know yours, so I'm scared.
You don't know mine. Oh. Candyman. I am ridiculously excited for Candyman. I especially became excited when they announced that Tony Todd is going to be attached to it in some manner. They haven't announced if he is going to be Candyman. They haven't announced if he's going to be a small cameo, or maybe he's just going to be guiding some scenes.
It'd be sweet as like a narrator, maybe, or
Yeah.
like thoughts in his head.
Yeah, whatever it is, since Tony Todd is on board, I am too. I really, really, really hope that it does justice to the first film. The sequels got a little wonky, but at the same time, I mean, look at the time frame of horror movies. Sequels get weird. I really, really, really am excited to see this because Candyman freaked me out as a child. Freaked me out.
Yep.
My version of Bloody Mary.
So, my number one is the sequel to this movie right here. I love this movie unabashedly. I think it is fantastic. There are some little negatives that come with it with any movie, but I think it was a fantastic sequel to the original. I'm excited. I understand what he's saying with that they wrote themselves into a corner, but at the same time, I kind of feel like with Dr. Loomis, like he in the original series. With the original franchise, he went for 6 movies, and he now, like Laurie Strode now is the Dr. Loomis of this new franchise. We'll see what happens. I mean, for all we know, I mean, she signed on to do 2 movies, but how much she's involved, we'll have to wait and see. I'm just excited that James Jude Courtney is fantastic. The cinematography is great. Has some room for improvement with some different, more atmosphere. I think, a little bit more maybe like fog, like they did in 4 and some other things. But yeah, I'm super excited for Halloween Kills, and I cannot wait for Halloween Ends, and I hope they do great. And they have to do great with Kills, otherwise, I mean, you see it in movies where if one stinks, they're not going to do well with the conclusion. So they're going to have to just knock it out of the park with Kills. So a lot of pressure.
I hope it does well, but yeah.
Yep. Right, you got to bring your A game. But I mean, they've been working on this for so long, and they had the idea of doing 2 movies anyway at the beginning. So I've got to imagine they've got enough to pull to do it right. I hope they do it right. Yep, I'm with you there. That I probably yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, that's our list. Let us know your most anticipated movies for 2020. Let us know if there's not a sequel you're behind, or you wish they would have stopped it by now, like Top Gun, like Bad Boys, like Halloween, like Ghostbusters. Most of the movies we said are sequels. We didn't. Did we say an original movie? Did you have one? I didn't.
No, I have a reboot. That's the closest I'm getting.
Yeah, all of our movies, our most anticipated movies are sequels. So let us know if there's a movie that's original that you're interested in, because it's kind of sad that our most anticipated are sequels.
I wasn't raised on TV from the 80s and 90s. You can't tell by my list.
right. But anyway, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Please make sure and like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure and hit that notification bell so you can get some more R&R. Until next time, JK out.
I want Donald Pleasance back.